Hey guys, so welcome back. Today I have the new redesigned M530 guy. This thing is amazing. Starting off with the design, even though this is not the M series, it's not the V8, but this design still looks really aggressive. We do have these nice auto leveling LED DRLs and LED headlights. The way they light up is really nice. And we have functional air vents on the side over here that go all the way through the rear wheel. More vents on the side. These vents are all functional vents. And we do have these 20-inch black gloss rims. And look at those massive M brakes. I said it is not the M, but it does have the M Sport package, so you do get those M branded calipers. And this just has auto leveling air suspension. And those black paneling with the black wheels give this a really nice sexy look on this thing. And then in the back we have this small black spoiler. And look at that diffuser. The only thing I really don't like is it doesn't have functional exhaust tips. If it would have had exhaust tips right over here where they have the cutout, this thing would look so good. So shame on BMW for not putting real exhaust tips on this thing. Under the hood we have a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4, making 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, which is pretty impressive. But of course, this is not as good as the Inline-3, which can make upwards up to 500 horsepower, properly equipped with the M package and all that stuff. But if we go for the M competition, like the top of the run and everything with the CS, that has a twin turbo V8 making over more than 500 horsepower. So yeah, this has one of the the lowest tier engines available. But personally, I think this should not be coming with the 2-liter. It should have the 3-liter standard all across the 5 Series lineup. But unfortunately, like all other brands, BMW is just screwing it up, putting a 2-liter in a 5 Series, and then while putting the 3-liter in a 7 Series, which comes standard with the 3-liter. Once again, that thing should come standard with the twin turbo V8, but that's the case. Before I move on, I'd really like to thank Go Luxury Auto Group. They're here located in downtown Dallas. They have one of the best selection of different luxury vehicles: Audis, BMWs, Maseratis, you name it, they have it, including this BMW M5 and a 7 Series here as well. So please do go check them out. Of course, we do have keyless entry. Okay, so starting off with the interior is where this thing really shines compared to the previous generation. And of course, as a push start, we have the traditional BMW key fob. And our push start button is located right over here, and it's actually made out of glass. It comes to life. Of course, it's a 2-liter, so you really can't really hear that engine at all. And overall, the layout of this is really good. All soft leather going all the way across. We have real metal covering over our speakers. Not as many creaks, however, this is all hard plastic. All soft touch leather going all the way through. We actually have real wood here. All inserts in this dash. And more real wood on the side here as well. And then we'll have a lot of ambient lighting in this vehicle going on all throughout the dash, inside, as well as in the footwell. Everything you see, we have ambient lighting. And the way it kind of works is really nice. On this side, we have our automatic headlight controls, as well as my individual speed control, which I actually showed how it works in the 7 Series. So basically on each side, every person kind of gets their own speed control. And then also, since our air vents is kind of hidden, we really can't see it. It gives a really clean look. And then to adjust the airflow, we use this knob right over here. And the same thing goes here, is I can adjust all my fan speed controls. Basically, I kind of like 4 different controls. Here, I can adjust the airflow. We do have a wireless charging pad, which also cools your phone. I will go over that in a bit. And we do have our squared out steering wheel, just that does say M on it. Once again, this has the M Sports package. And it's also heated, leather wrapped, really nice, really neat. We do have haptic controls here. This side is to adjust all my audio, adjust the volume, and all that stuff. And if I press this settings button right over here, I get these controls on the driver display, which I will go more depth in a bit. On this side is to adjust my adaptive cruise control. We do have lane keep assist, automatic braking, all that stuff. We do have paddle shifters here as well. And then moving on with the driver display, I'm gonna turn off the light so you can see it more better. So if I press on the settings here, I can adjust all my content. my G-force monitor, navigation. If we also have augmented reality as well. It's not as good as we do get in other vehicles because it like really doesn't take up the whole space. Of course, we do have our assisted view, triple data, and a reduced function. Here I can adjust the layout the way I like it. One more time, now it goes to the head-up display. Now I can adjust the head-up display. I think you guys can barely see it though, but I can adjust everything what I want on the head-up display. It's not as customizable as we do get it in a Mercedes, but overall the layout and the design is really neat. And then moving on with this infotainment system, I've like already done like an in-depth review of it a few times before, so I'm just gonna do everything normally how it is. So we do have built-in navigation, which is really smooth, works flawlessly. We do get over-the-air updates. We do have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and I'll actually connect it for you guys to see how it looks. So just look at the way CarPlay is coming. Since we have this like curved display, the way it's coming is really smooth. We basically have zero lag, and of course I do have an iPhone, so I can use my built-in Apple Maps. If I don't want to use Apple Maps, if I have Google Maps downloaded, I can simply use Google Maps. If I'm a Waze user, I can simply use Waze. But the way it's working is really good, especially on the curved display. It looks much better than the previous generation. Now the other thing is, since we basically really don't have any physical HVAC controls, when I'm using my infotainment system, my controls still stay visible right over here. I can simply adjust my airflow. I can adjust the temperature control. So really good, really easy to use. Again, of course, I can adjust all my vehicle settings, my interior lighting here. I can also adjust the ambient lighting. I can also kind of like adjust the way, what color they are. Here I can press on color. Here I can press lavender. There you go. The way they're changing is really good. And the other thing is, like, let's say I'm like adjusting the temperature or something, it will also kind of just like do like this like things with the lighting as well. So it just like looks really nice. And we do have different modes, which they can all be accessed here. So starting off right over here, we do have this glass dial, which feels really solid. I can adjust everything on the on the infotainment system, and simply press one like this on top. It gives me a haptic feedback, and it gets it into this different selection that I want to. And this is all glass. We have media, telephone, navigation. My audio control is right over here. In here, I can press on my modes. It brings out my modes, and the other good thing is I can just choose what I want. So now it's in personal. I can put it into sport. My seat holsters hold me in place. This turns red. Even the driver display now turns red. The vehicle's suspension stiffens up. I'm gonna put it into relaxing mode and see what happens. It closes the panoramic sunroof. It will start playing in like in a relaxing tone. The lighting changes, my seat changes. The only thing that's missing is the massaging seats, and of course, if we do have that, then this thing will like be really good. And now in silent, it turns off the ambient lighting completely. You have expressive mode. It opens up our panoramic sunroof. And that is really nice. And we do have two cup holders here with two USB-C ports. They can also be used for charging and also can be used for Apple CarPlay if you don't want to connect your phone via Bluetooth. And there you go. It's charging. And the thing is, since we do have the cooling wireless charging pad, your phone wouldn't heat while it's charging. And here is our traditional gear shifter that we do get in other BMWs. For reverse, simply do this. It goes in reverse. It brings up the 360-degree camera. Okay, guys, so here in the second row seats of this M5, I'm 6 feet. It's pretty comfortable here. The driver's seat is in the driver position. And we do have heated seats. Unfortunately, we don't have vented seats. We do have two USB-C ports for charging, and more USB-C ports right over here. All soft leather going all the way across, as well as our ambient lighting in here. And we even have some ambient lighting where our speakers should be, and our speaker bowers and wickens also light up at night. Overall, it feels really cozy in here, and we do have two cup holders. And other than that, it's pretty simple in here, but the way it's designed, it like really doesn't feel like in a cramped or like in a small mid-size sedan. I have the trunk popped open. We have quite a decent amount of room that we get compared to other mid-size sedans. A deep storage on both sides, and of course this does come with a spare tire and a little bit more storage on the sides. So the starting price of this new BMW is at around $58,000, and of course that will come standard with the 2-liter engine, but this is still really impressive. Just look at the way this grille lights up at night. Everything, we still get really good technology, 360-degree camera, automatic braking, everything except the performance. And the interior is really good, the ride quality is really good, and I think this vehicle is worth it. And if you guys did find this video interesting, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.